it kind of escalated. To be honest, I do regret it. It did escalate. I'm not gonna lie. I could have prevented it. I should have prevented it, but it just.
And your ID. I'm gonna have you turn around, okay?
All right.
Do you have a weapon on you? You don't? Let's separate.
Complexes 5-6.
Isleta Tribal Police Officer Leon Martin was accused of misconduct while taking a female drunk driving suspect to jail. New Mexico State Police investigated Officer Martin by questioning him to determine if any criminal charges should be filed.
So I just want to remind you, this is a voluntary statement. You don't have to give us a statement. And if you don't want to at any time, let us know.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
So I understand that this investigation was supposed to be confidential. Is that correct?
Confidential between...
Like anybody outside the police department.
Like we can't go tell anyone at your police department, or...
No, like anybody, just like a civilian kind of deal. Like anybody that doesn't work for an agency.
Like, I guess who, you can't tell them, or we can't tell them?
No, I was just wondering, because I don't know how my parents found out what it was about.
Oh, your parents know?
Yeah, I don't know. They didn't tell them what it was about, so I don't know I don't know who told them what it was about.
I actually don't know how they found out. If I did, I would let you know.
Okay.
But
Yeah, no, I was just wondering.
yeah. Okay. So kind of tell me a little bit about why you think you're here.
From the rundown that my chief had gave me, it's probably due to an incident on the 22nd. I had an arrest for DUI. That's why I think I'm here.
Okay, so you had an arrest for DWI?
Yeah.
Just tell me about that.
Well, it came out as a crash when we got there. The female was highly intoxicated. So after doing sobriety tests and all that, she tested poorly. I arrested her, and took her to jail due to her being involved in the crash. I had to take her to Loveless to be medical cleared, and then after Loveless, I had to take her back to the jail.
Throughout the investigation, detectives found Martin had inconsistencies with his story and his dispatch log times, going to and from the jail.
Yeah, and then when I looked over, she looked at me, and then she leaned over and she kissed me on the lips.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How was she flirting with you?
She was just because, me and her are both hunters. We were talking about that at the hospital.
Oh, okay.
And then she was just talking about how her night went and how it was shitty because of where she was at, and that her ex-boyfriend, I guess, how he was being treated. And then I was just talking to her, saying, well, you deserve something better than that. You don't need to be going through that. And then that's when, not too long after that, she just said, I trust you, and then she leaned over and then she kissed me on the lips.
Okay, and she was sitting in
the passenger seat.
She was sitting in the passenger seat. Was she handcuffed?
No, I didn't have nothing to handcuff. On our policy, we're not supposed to handcuff anybody to any object in our unit, and I was not able to handcuff her because she did on her right hand.
Okay. So she kissed you with a peck, or was it a make out?
It was when she kissed me, it was kind of a peck, and she came back. I kind of pushed her away, and she came back, and then she's it was like a make out.
Okay. About how long do you think that went on?
10.
Did you say anything, or did she say anything?
No, after the fact, I just kind of went back, and I was more in shock. I didn't know what to say. So, yeah, I was just more in shock.
Okay, so where did you guys go to talk?
We went to, actually got mixed up. I was transporting her to Metro instead of going to Valencia.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so we stopped right there by the Speedway, by that little racetrack area.
Speedway.
that Speedway old racetrack, right there, right before Metro.
Metro Court?
No.
Or
Like MDC?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that long road to MDC?
Yeah.
Down that road?
Yeah. Yeah, I stopped there because I was going to turn around and go back because I was like, oh shit, well, I'm taking me to the wrong jail. Because usually when we get stuff on Bernalillo's side, we usually take them to MDC. So then we stopped and we started talking, and then that's when she kind of she touched my leg.
Alright, then what happened next?
And then she just started talking like about sex. She looked at me and she goes, well, do you know any place where we can go? And I'm like, well, what do you mean any place we can go? And then it kind of, yeah, we did. We did talk about it, but she just like kept asking about it, like egging on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, so I said, well, you know what, we can drive and talk, and that's when she's like, oh, okay, that's fine. So we did drive and talk, and that's when she goes, well, do you know of any place that we can go to sit and talk? And I said, well, yeah, but we can't be there for long, so I got to take you back. And she said, okay, so we did park and talk. I'm not going to lie, we did park and talk, and then
At one point, one of the state police detectives calls Martin out on his professional conduct.
But being in this position of authority, man, you have you're given, when you swear in and all that stuff to protect the public, like you take that oath and you know that when someone's under your control and you, especially under arrest by you, and then you knowingly have sex with them and then book them into the county jail after having sex with them, do you think you took advantage of her? You're in a position of authority, bro.
Right.
Like you're responsible for her, right?
A few days later, Martin was arrested off-duty at his home by state police.
Huh? Hey. I'm going to have you turn around, okay?
All right.
Do you have a weapon on you? You don't? Let's separate. Do you have any other weapons?
No.
Any awesome?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take that. I don't know what's in it. No shit. That's from just that and my phone.
Just going to take them where you tell us that? I was going to say, we could just put him in Sergio's unit, or, because it'll be... not yet, we haven't really... Okay.
Yeah, can I answer to look at this? Yeah.
So, I think we're going to go back to the Palace West, and then we'll switch over.
We're going to be going back to the Palace West?
I think. So, yeah, let me go over. Or just, yeah. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you? Okay, so I just want to remind you, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you. You can exercise these rights at any time. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And do you wish to talk to me?
Not at this moment.
Okay.
No, you don't have to, but we just had to...
I do have to let you know one thing.
I'm the sergeant over the case.
Okay.
Now, we just found out she tested positive for chlamydia.
What is that?
It's an STD.
Oh, shit.
Okay? So, that's why we're telling you right now. You don't want to talk to us, you don't have to talk to us, bro.
Right.
But we just wanted to just that way, whenever we're talking, rights have been said and everything, but we want to let you know, so for your own personal health, eventually get checked, dude.
Right.
Unless you already had that with you.
I hope not. I don't think so.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's why we also told your girlfriend. We had to, bro. Okay? Because I'm not sure what you did. I don't want to know your personal life.
Right.
But if you did do something with her after homegirl, then she needs to go get checked, especially if she's breastfeeding, buddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have any questions? Now, after we're saying that, do you have any questions? You don't.
Would I be able to get tested for like anything?
That's something that
You'd have to ask them there.
Okay.
I don't know.
once you get into booking, I just let them know, hey,
They should be able to test you because
Okay.
I think, yeah, they can. I would ask though.
I mean, well, if you guys want me to talk to you, I'll talk to you guys. I don't mind.
Do you have any other questions? Or
Where am I going to be going?
MDC.
Okay. Would I be able to do like in PC or anything like that?
Yeah. Officer Corral is going to take you,
Okay.
and he will let them know
Okay. Cool.
what's going on.
So in this case, well, what is my charge again?
So your exact charges, we'll give you a copy of the warrant.
Oh, shit, sorry. I've messed up my shoulder a couple of weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah, actually, when we get you out, we'll switch you to Officer Corral's unit here in a bit.
All right. So I have to wait for a judge, no bond hold.
I don't know what you guys do.
Because if
I know I probably won't be released soon. Anytime soon. Oh, would they do my sentencing there, or would I have to go to court?
Repeat your question.
So I see a judge Monday, right? I'm all supposed to.
Yeah.
So like for a whole sentencing and all that, would I wait till then, or do I have to?
I'm the
Or
only
do
one
I have
working
to
those
set and
courts.
see another court?
So they're not gonna want me to
So they'll set like a court date, and then it'll depend on kind of exactly what's going on and how you feel about the charges and stuff like that, and kind of exactly what's going to happen with that.
but I'm the only one in
Because I mean, you've been to court before, right?
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
prosecuted stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just going to be that process.
Okay. Would I be able to get 2 cuffs? My shoulder's pretty bad.
He wants 2 cuffs. Are you willing to do that?
If not, then it's cool.
If you have a pair of handcuffs right now, you should be fine with them.
Okay.
Are they uncomfortable?
It's just my shoulder's messed up.
I mean, they're not supposed to be comfortable.
I know that, but it's just.
Step out, man.
All right. Step out.
Is it uncomfortable?
Yeah, it's just not my life.
Turn your hand like this.
They searched him before, but I haven't searched him and stuff like that. So.
I'll help you out with the other handcuff, bro.
I think you said you might take him a VCDC.
I mean, if they accept the warrant,
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal, but I just thought they wouldn't.
No, so they take any type of warrants. The only thing that's going to happen is that Monday, first thing in the morning, he's going to get extradited to MDC.
Okay.
Valencia County is going to transport him. And I was telling Sarge that if I have to take him to MDC, Sergeant Ward is going to tell me to relay him to somebody else from Albuquerque that takes him to MDC. I can just take him directly to VCBC.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sergio, you will let them know, right?
What's that?
That he's an officer, right?
I will let him know, So if you guys in segregation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah, he did ask me about it, but...
We'll put Martin's charges in the community tab with his booking photo. His trial is pending, and he is no longer an officer with the Isleta Tribal Police.